so giddy right now?
You cannot put this in a video.
Ken, why are you so giddy right now?
The rabbits were having coitus. So it's day 6. I think I can count that high. I think it's day 6. Just woke up. It's shy of 8 o'clock in the morning. We're in the desert. We were supposed to hit Black Gap Trail yesterday. We did not make it that far. It was a very slow moving day. Today we're hoping to finish that and get out of the park, head towards New Mexico area. Should be good. Bob's in the process of finishing loading right now. We are going to skip breakfast for this morning. What are you drinking, Bob?
I'm drinking a Starbucks Frappuccino Mocha.
Mocha. It's so disgusting.
Only 260 calories.
So disgusting. So we are electing to skip breakfast this morning and just hit the trail because we've got a long ways we need to go today. So that's the plan. We just pulled out of the trail, or out of the campsite. If you look really close, you can see those 2 big rocks. That's where we camped over there. It's first obstacle. About 50 feet from our campsite. Nothing hard, but it's actually the hardest thing we've seen in over a day. You totally cheated and used lockers.
And where we at?
Mexico. Well, that's Mexico. This is technically U.S. Rio Grande's technically right in front of you. That's hence all the vegetation. So
what's the plan? Where are we headed? We're gonna drive around the border?
Yeah, we're gonna continue this road all the way out to out of the park. We'll see the Rio Grande a few more times, and then we're gonna go hit 170 that runs us all the way along the border up to New Mexico.
Just got onto the road off the trail, and we're going to be following the river, Rio Grande, up to the next town, which is Castleton. We're going to fill up gas, air our tires back up. Ken's got to reconnect and whatnot, and then we're going going to head on into New Mexico. Big Bend National Park is incredible. If you ever have the opportunity to come out here, definitely do it. It was very scenic, very beautiful. We had an awesome time. But I'm going to turn the camera right in front of us. Here is Mexico. The river is cutting, cutting it in half here, which you can't really see, but I can assure you it is right down there. And we're basically following the river for the next, I don't know, about 20, 25 miles. We've kind of been following it on the trail all morning. But this is just, two-lane road. And yeah, so it's been awesome. It's been great. And we'll see what's coming next.
Thursday, April 4th, roughly about 10:30 in the morning. So we've quickly come to realize 6 days into this trip that since we had a year and a half to plan, we put 50 million things on our itinerary. Problem being is that it's impossible, even on a 30-day trip, to hit half the things that we had on our itinerary. So we've had to really start kind of picking and choosing what we want to do, because there's a lot of drive time you have to allot space for. So we decided that yesterday we were going to skip the big trail system in New Mexico that we originally were looking at. And then this morning we decided we were going to skip Arizona because there were some trails there that we wanted to do, like 3, 4, I don't know. Bob has been kind of taking over those states, because there's just so much cool stuff we want to have the opportunity to wheel in California, and it's going to take a huge chunk of time. There are several Jeep Badge of Honor trails we want to do that just look really super cool. We want to go visit Johnson Valley just to check it out. I've never been there. I've been watching the King Hammer stuff for years, and it's nice to be able to put it in perspective, because them guys are ridiculous what they can do out there. So it'd just be nice to go check that place out, maybe kill a day or two over there in that area. And then we got a couple manufacturers we're hoping to go visit, and either make our way towards Utah or something. I'm not really sure where we're going to go from there. Every time we think we have a plan, we totally change it. So it's funny, people will shoot me a message on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, like, where are you going? We're like, we really don't know. We have no idea where we're going, what we're doing. And it literally could change like any minute. So the current plan this morning, we woke up and decided to skip Phoenix area, Flagstaff area, and we're going to head straight over to California. 10-hour drive. It's going to be a long day, but then it'll give us the opportunity to have a little extra time in California to hopefully try to enjoy more of the opportunities that are over that direction. So, be a long road trip. Probably going to be a crap ton of fast food. We're hoping to get with enough daylight left, or at least enough time left. We can cook a steak when we get there. We had tacos last night at a restaurant, because last night we got a hotel so we could take showers, do laundry, all that kind of typical crap. I'm looking forward to a steak tonight. Road day today, a lot of miles put behind us. Figured I'd do a quick damage report. We are on day 6, maybe day 7. I'm not really 100% sure. I think 6. But so far, no major issues. I hit a washout really, really hard down the Black Bear Canyon, Big Bend Canyon, that's what the hell, I don't know what the hell it's called. Southern Texas. Just a long, straight, desert looking road. Probably doing way too many mph for that road. Locked them up, slid the long ways, right into a washout. Surprisingly, the Jeep took it like a champ. Did tweak my alignment just a smidge, but I don't really care. Still drives great. Wheels just off. It's just a small adjustment. I don't really care, so I'm not going to worry about it. It's not worth getting hot and sweaty over it, just to fix that. Other than that, the JL has had no issues whatsoever. Been doing great. Just a lot of rattles and squeaks, but it's all because of the crap I'm hauling in the back. Like, I can keep, my grill just rattles nonstop. So like, I jam a bunch of crap together, try to shut it up, and then after a while the stuff kind of slides and rattles again. Just turn the radio up more. Bob's had a few minor things. His front pinion seal started leaking back around Disney, Oklahoma on day like 3. So we bought a pinion seal, we bought some fluid just in case we have to change it, but it's just minor seepage. We found a blocked vent line for the front differential, so it's causing some excessive pressure and was blowing fluid out the seal. We fixed the vent line. It doesn't leak anywhere near as much, but it still does leak a little bit, so we've obviously done a little bit of damage to that seal. We're just going to try to milk it along, maybe every 3-4 days, check it, throw some fluid in it. I know we did a bunch of miles and a whole bunch of off-roading for 2 days, and I checked it and it was still virtually almost full. So it's just seepage. At this point, we're not going to bother with it. We're having a CB issue between our 2 radios. One of the radios must have something come loose, a connection, a ground issue, something. We're getting a lot of static. It's not really a live or die situation, so again, we don't really care. It just means I don't have to talk to him anymore. And I'm sure he feels happy about that too. Then I know his radio fell in his dash. He's got a custom radio set up, and we think the brackets rattle loose. Because those washboard roads, we were flying down. We were going so fast, Bob hits me up. He's like, dude, my passenger door opened on its own. So like, we were doing way too fast. We were dreaming of being Baja racers, doing like 40 mile an hour, just being stupid. You know, our Jeeps aren't built for that crap. Those Baja rigs are ridiculous. Those guys got huge money into them. We got bolt-on suspension. It ain't gonna do that crap. So that being said, I know his radio came loose. He's got a door lock rod that I'm gonna eventually tear his door apart and fix a lock rod. If he shuts the door, it automatically locks. So he's gotta be careful with that. That's a quick 10-minute fix. I'll probably fix that tonight while he's cooking steak. Every time I go to fix it, he tells me not to worry about it. And then we do something different. So for the most part, so far, just a bunch of little small things. And I say a bunch, like 5 things. None of them matter. They're not detrimental to our trip, nor do we really even care. And it's hot and dusty out. We don't even want to fix them. So we're going to put them off as long as we can. So far, no major issues. Just a shit ton of fuel. It is amazing how much fuel this whole entire trip for 3 days is going to cost. In excess of $3 to $4 grand just in fuel. But that's the price you pay to go travel the country in your Jeep and experience all this. So far, no major damage. Doing great. Did a lot of rock damage to my brand new fuel rims. And my pretty red lettering on my tires is no longer pretty. I pretty much expected that. I knew that was going to happen. I don't really care. Plan on wheeling this Jeep. It's nice to make it look pretty for a minute. But at the end of the day, it's a Jeep. It's not a Maserati, and I'm going to beat the crap out of it. We'll keep you guys up to date. Look up, dude. That's crazy.
I know.
What the Sam hell?
Tornado. I thought this was just in movies. Look at that. That is awesome.